in boiling water, it jumps right out. If you put it in cold water and slowly heat it up, it'll boil to death. If I could have realized this, like, I don't know, 20 years ago, I could have saved myself, like, half of the tragic relationships I ended up in. And so, like, I wanted to write this poem to pass down a little piece of my paw to all those who come behind. This is called To Those Who Remain. Y'all dig it, yeah? I've been watching you, boy, through mirrors and reflections for nearly a decade. I'm proud of you. 6 feet of dirt ain't enough to cloud these eyes. I've seen you raise yourself to be a man worthy of my last name. Your mother's maiden. It don't have to be in your birth certificate to be in your veins. You bleed Mississippi backwards justice, boy. Don't fight the feeling. It ain't healthy for frogs not to jump. It makes them weak, unproductive, and unfulfilling of their purpose. Jump, boy. Like the wings will grow if you just catch enough air. Them blue windows through, you got sky in your soul, son. So you better shine bright enough to justify God's stuff and all that good light in the clay. You wasn't made no better than the next kid. But being my grandson, I'd like to think you're a little better off than the next kid. I couldn't leave you footprints in our will to follow, so I took this ghost in your closet to visit you ever so often. Reminds you that some days you gotta bring your gun to town, son. Some fights are worth a few lost teeth. Survivors always had the best bragging rights and stories. Never backing down on the easiest road to walk, but it's one I don't regret traveling. After all, back roads just tend to lead to more, interesting place. I know soon you'll be looking for old Pawpaw again to ask those same old proverbial questions like, how I'll know it's them when I finally meet them. You know, the answer is still as simple as this infinitely complex. It hasn't changed. You'll just know, son. You'll just know. For now, avoid nagging people like tacks in your shoes. A small wound constantly prodded can still kill a man, and never did a person with big hands. Makes your cock look small. But seriously, this world, it only feels real because it's all you've ever known. But dreams aren't realized as such to proceed to waking eyes. Don't get lost in, child. This world is molasses thick and sweet, dirt road winding and good, scotch treacherous. Just remember that nothing passes with you through the veil but the people you've touched and the memories you built together. Am I moving too fast for you, child? Well, keep up. Time is your only asset. Invest it wisely. Eventually, wisdom's old age will feel on your naked. Time. We must eventually come to realize that capturing these moments can never compare to the joy of constant newness. Now is the only moment you'll ever have, my child, and here is the only place that you will ever stand. Understanding this is what it is to be a man, so be here now, with a purpose higher than yourself. Your voice cannot be amplified if not combined with something else. The words will come. If ever you forget them, they were engraved in your tongue. If you need help translating, I'll be waiting on the wind, with my shotgun in hand, pouring buckshot in your guts and packing gunpowder in your spine. If you need an excuse to start a revolution, take mine. This world ain't gonna save itself. And all you got down here is time. It's your world now, child. So fight like you got nothing better to live for. Before you don't.
Woo! Hey! Woo!